everybody, my name's Christina. Today, Ashwin and I are going to talk to you a little bit about delivering virtual events with Microsoft Teams. We're excited to share some new capabilities that will help you to structure and scale your large virtual events, plus ways to use monitoring and admin controls to optimize delivery and security. And we'll also share details about how you can use Teams to be part of your broadcasting and conference solutions. When it comes to communications, there's a broad spectrum of needs that are required to connect employees from the worksite to the main office to the home office, from daily meetings that drive productivity to company-wide town halls that nurture employee engagement, to customer webinars to drive demand. Microsoft Teams meetings can seamlessly scale with all of your organization's needs. Today, we're going to focus on how you can use Teams to support your virtual events, but let's first start with some common scenarios to level set. Webinars are often used as a simple way to share online presentations with people inside or outside your company. Typically, they require minimal production support, and features like registration and attendee management are critical. Now, town halls, on the other hand, are company-wide events that often require production. They also need to be able to scale to reach thousands. And in order to build sustainable engagement between leadership and employees, features like polling and Q&A are really important for attendees. Now, online conferences require a lot of customization for a variety of formats, like keynotes, breakouts, and networking. Now, the ability to leverage breakout rooms, channels, and chats is absolutely necessary to help structure that event. And lastly, broadcasting is another scenario we're going to touch on. It's a great way to share content and reach large audiences on social platforms or custom websites. It's especially helpful when you're delivering interviews or panel discussions, for example. With the broad landscape of virtual event scenarios, people need a simple yet flexible way to support their needs. So with that in mind, Microsoft is bringing Teams meetings and Microsoft 365 live events together to better enable customers to reach larger audiences with simplicity, scale, and structure. Now, with Teams meetings, you can simplify event setup and delivery, reaching up to 20,000 attendees with video and content sharing in just a few clicks. More options for customization will enable you to curate event experiences with more content layout options, attendee reporting, and even professional broadcast capabilities. And structured participation for events will put more control in the hands of the event organizers and presenters. This includes capabilities like muting all your attendees, enabling registration, disabling chat. And of course, delivering secure communications and safeguarding data is always top of mind. New features will help organizations monitor usage and network to optimize their system and data management. Now I'm going to hand it over to Ashwin so he can share all the exciting details.
Thanks, Christina. We're really excited for this shift and the possibilities this will open up for new scenarios and new ways you can use our product for your needs. This is really 2 years in the making, and I can't tell you how excited I am for you to be able to see what we have in store. You might be thinking, how in the world am I supposed to have my events in the product I use for my collaborative meetings? Don't fret. In the next few sections, I'll provide you with guidance, information, as well as introduce you to a whole slew of features we have coming up. We've really thought about this with 3 pillars in mind. First, how we can provide you with an expansive tool set to control your meeting. Second, how we can provide you with tools to connect and engage with your audience. And third, tools that will allow you to ensure security within your events. So the first pillar, with tools to allow you to control your meeting, scale is not only important, but being able to invite and organize that scale up to 20,000 is going to be key. We'll provide you registration and email automation capabilities, which will allow you to target a wide funnel. With that, we'll also provide you customization tools to allow you to ensure that your brand is there as you reach out to your audience. Second is structure. It all starts in assigning roles, which you can do right during scheduling. Once roles are set, you'll have the flexibility of setting limitations to cater to the style of meeting you want. If you want a collaborative town hall where anyone can speak and voice their concerns, you can do that. If you want a one-to-many style webinar where people are only watching, you'll have the tools to do that as well. View controls now allow you to show the best you to your audience. Spotlight, for the first time, will allow you to dictate what others see by selecting just one video that is only shown to all users. Similar to sharing content today, but with video. In addition, we have some amazing layouts in the works for presenters to dictate exactly how they look in context to their content. With these layouts and Spotlight, all these features will really, truly upgrade Teams meetings and allow for a whole slew of new scenarios to happen within this product. And after the meeting, through a rich report, organizers will be able to understand and analyze exactly what happened within an event. In addition, you'll see registration data, all aggregated so it's easy to get a holistic view of your whole event, start to finish. The second big pillar of focus for us are features and tools to better connect and engage with your audience. We know how important it is for you to be able to engage the audience, keep them interested, as well as hear their sentiment and concerns. This area, honestly, is a personal favorite of mine. I'm really excited to see a lot of things coming out of it. Throughout the next year, we'll be releasing a whole slew of these tools to better engage with the users that are within your meeting or event. You've seen this before. Raise hand is a first signal we released, but soon you'll be able to leverage that signal to allow attendees to let you know that they would like to speak. With the ability to not speak within an event, we need a channel for audience members to be able to let you know that they would like to speak during the Q&A portions of your events. In addition to raise hand, there are other reactions we'll be providing to show sentiment that will allow you to non-verbally be able to engage within an event and show your sentiment. Also, we'll be leveraging forms to bring you polling capabilities real time right within the meeting so you can understand exactly how the sentiment and what people are feeling about certain topics. And this is not the end. We're really excited to see what we can do even more beyond this. And we want to be able to leverage the ecosystem to bring you even more audience engagement features. We'll be leveraging the Teams extensibility platform that we announced recently and allowing third-party and even first-party developers to build even more tools, ones that we haven't even thought about that you can leverage within your event. One key partnership I want to really highlight is the one that we're working on with Yammer to be able to bring Q&A as well as structured conversation capabilities right to Teams. We're really excited about this partnership and we're really excited to get this out to you to be able to use within your events. The final pillar is security and monitoring. As we shift towards a more online default work environment, one key area of focus is providing you with even more knobs to ensure the right people enter the meeting and events, to ensure that those pesky 49er fans don't get in without you letting them in for your Seahawks events. Go Hawks. It's important to ensure that the defaults are set correctly. That's step number one for us, to ensure that the baseline is safe and secure. We've recently changed the lobby default to people in your company to ensure only those within your whole organization can join. In addition to that, we've also released a new lobby option to only allow organizers into the meeting so they can get ready first before admitting each person in. It also provides capabilities to ensure that unattended meetings without an organizer or presenter within the meeting does not happen. In addition to gates, we're also providing in-meeting tools to ensure total control over who can speak as well as who can chat. And finally, in addition to these tools, the safety tools that are super important for us to provide, we're also providing ways to monitor within the meeting as well as the admin dashboard. First, we'll provide you with a health dashboard for presenters to ensure that their quality is up to par and there's nothing going wrong in real time so that they can make a shift if needed. We're also providing you with new views and stats to give you a holistic view of your organization. You saw a whole slew of features that we're releasing. And again, I can't say how excited I am for that to be able to come to you and you to utilize that within your events. With that, hopefully, you get a better idea of how we're thinking about the whole spectrum and how you can use these tools to cater to your event within a Teams meeting. With that, I'll hand it over to Christina, who will share a bit more about our new premium offering.
Thanks, Ashwin. For customers who use Teams meetings for daily productivity and want to grow their audience reach while adding more structure and control for larger meetings, we're introducing Advanced Communications, a new add-on plan available for meeting and event hosts and organizers. The Advanced Communication plans includes many of the capabilities that Ashwin just shared, like reaching up to 20,000 attendees, meeting registration, and advanced reporting and monitoring. And until January 31st, customers are able to get a 35% discount on licenses. We encourage you to reach out to your Microsoft account representative or go directly to the Teams Admin Center to get started. Ashwin shared some amazing new capabilities to help you manage large meetings and events. So let's take a look at some additional new production options for your broadcasting scenarios. Now, you may not think about Teams as a tool for video production, but with new capabilities, you can make Teams part of your production workflow with NDI for Teams and Skype TX interoperability. With these integrations, you can bring video and audio streams into your favorite production tools to broadcast to your online social communities, your streaming channels, or any other custom endpoint. So let's go ahead and take a look at an example of NDI being used with Teams to deliver a broadcast from the NFL. So as many of you know, this was the first year that the NFL had to hold their draft virtually. Following the draft, the organization wanted to continue engaging with their key partners through a series of events. One of these events, appropriately named the Chalk Talk, brought together 3 NFL players to share their reactions to the draft picks and respond to other questions from the attendees. This was a unique broadcast that required custom video layouts, branding, and the ability for players to interact with each other, while attendees could only interact with Q&A and chat. So I want to take a couple minutes to walk through the event setup. First, the event organizer will schedule a Teams meeting, and this will act as a secure virtual stage for the players. The players then join the Teams meeting, so each of them can interact with each other and the moderator. After that, the production team connects into the meeting, opens up their encoder software, and selects NDI as a source. Now, once NDI is enabled, the producer can select each person's individual video feed from the Teams meetings and arrange them in a custom layout, adding NFL branding, lower thirds, and additional enhancements. And then the meeting acts as a virtual stage and is broadcast out to an endpoint where the audience can participate. In this case, the NFL broadcasted into a Teams live event, so they were able to leverage the Q&A and attendee muting capabilities. These types of broadcasts are also perfect for streaming keynote presentations during online conferences. So let's talk a little bit about how Teams can be leveraged during a conference. We'll start with a recent customer use case. Once COVID began impacting social gatherings, the annual Chattanooga Film Festival was at risk of cancellation. Now, this festival has a large following, many attendees participating year over year. Attendees are treated to sneak peeks of new films, panel discussions, and engaging with fellow film enthusiasts. This year, the film festival decided they were going to take the event online. So working with Microsoft and some other partners, they were able to live stream interviews, discussions, provide a forum for peer-to-peer engagement, and share more than 75 films with their attendees. So to help you transform your next conference into an all-digital experience, Microsoft Teams can help by being your hub for planning and hosting the conference. Before the conference, leverage Teams to simplify and accelerate the planning, from logistics to document collaboration to ideating on a whiteboard. Now, during the conference, you can use Teams to help to tailor the format using capabilities to live stream keynotes, moving attendees into Teams channels for smaller sessions, even some including chat, meetings, and more. Plus, now you can take advantage of breakout rooms coming to Teams. After the event, leverage engagement reporting to understand attendee participation, and share recorded sessions so that they can be revisited. And lastly, as a part of Microsoft 365, Teams will power your event with enterprise-grade security and compliance capabilities, as well as give you the controls you need to host a secure event from beginning to end. You can also tap into the rich Microsoft ecosystem of partners to help you with any of your needs, from production to setup to delivery. We've heard about a lot of new capabilities coming to Teams, including features to help you scale and provide more control with large meetings and virtual events, and new options for customizing your meetings with interactivity and app extensibility. I hope you enjoyed this session. I encourage you to check out related sessions to learn more about Teams meetings. And if you have any additional questions or comments, please join the Ask the Experts with the details listed below. Thank you, everybody, from myself and Ashwin. We appreciate you spending the time with us today.